Hi, I am Tolu Tu, the author of the book Why and How Women Are Exploited by Men Worldwide. I'm going to be letting you hear chapter 2 of the book, which is Empty Magnum Wrappers. I wrote this book, Why and How Women Are Exploited by Men Worldwide, because you can see I'm a female, and being a female, and of course you hear all of these things that's going on in the news about women who have had to put up with a lot of crap. This is not new. It's been around forever. And let's just hope that we really get some things done so that we as females all over the world do not have to put up with the crap we've been putting up with. So the book has 20 chapters. You can come back or just stay here. You don't have to come back. All 20 chapters are going to be on this YouTube channel. You can also visit my website, which is tolu2books.com, and see and find out some additional things about me. And most importantly, here's the whole purpose of this book. I want women, females, all over the world to really know when someone sees them, whether it's a male or another female, what preconceived ideas people have about us that in most instances are not true, and we end up buying into it and not feeling as good about ourselves as we should feel. You'll notice the cover of the book is actually a breast. And within that breast is the title, Why and How Women Are Exploited by Men Worldwide. So since we are the nurturers, the birthers, and everything to any human that is born, why should we find ourselves living and being and feeling less than the queens that we all are? So once again, enjoy listening to me reading chapter 2 to you, Empty Magnum Wrappers, from my book, Why and How Women Are Exploited by Men Worldwide, that is available to be downloaded from Amazon. See you next time with chapter 3.
Why and How Women Are Exploited by Men Worldwide by Tolu Tu, Tolu2. Chapter 2. Empty Magnum Wrappers. EMPTYMAGNUM. Second word. Third word, wrappers. WRA, Paul, Earl, Robert S. Empty Magnum Wrappers. Since it is an accepted scientific fact that females mature much faster than males, and are prescient, PERSCIENT, better communicators, after prescient and better communicators, why in the world would anyone then allow men to rule instead of women? Women should believe with discernment. Discernment. That way, you are open, you are vulnerable, you are loving. You're all the things that everybody like about you. But what I mean by believing with discernment is that when someone tells you something, you can accept it, but you accept it to the extent that it has bore itself out either through your personal knowledge or transference of knowledge. It's not necessary to experience everything for yourself. I think that's a fallacy that a lot of people allow themselves to be set up to follow, and it is one that will cause you a lot of unnecessary pain, and you're losing a lot of time. You should be able to, and it's very important to be able to have the ability to accept and understand transference. What do I mean by that? Simply this. And it's one that almost everybody's parent has told them about getting burned. If Mary puts her hand over the flame and she's burned, and she's going to be burned if she puts her open hand, if she puts her bare hand over an open flame, there's no need for Sue to go and do the same thing, because Sue is a person. Sue has a hand. Sue's made of the same matter that Mary is. All of the things are the same. They're both human. They both will bleed. They both will burn. They will both be injured if they put their hand over the open flame. So it's stupid when someone tells me they've got to experience it and figure everything out for themselves. That's a person who, yes, you can do that route, but at the end of that route, taking that route, you have experienced everything, but wow, what kind of condition are you going to be in? Are you going to be a person who's going to be sitting somewhere with a shopping bag in front of a government building downtown, or pulling your hair out? Don't make things hard for yourself, okay? Make things as simple and as uncomplicated and as easy for yourself as a female as you can. Again, if you see that there is this pattern, you're no different. Everybody has a uniqueness, but then we also have a likeness. And if you see that this has happened over and over again, or you can listen and learn from other people's experiences. Do not be one of these people, and I've heard people say, oh, I've got to see for myself. And that's how they get on drugs. That's how they end up with a man who is a batterer. That's how they end up with more children than what they would like to have. And the list goes on. Learn to be observant, take in and watch. Learn to observe and pick out people or circumstances that people have that you admire or that you would like to have, and watch and see, and even talk to them and ask them, How did they get there and what was their route? And do the same thing for people who you don't want to be like. If you know that you don't want to be on crack, as an example, or any drug, let me not just say crack, any drug. Or if you don't want to end up with a man who is abusive, who's uncaring and unloving, then, be observant. And most of all, keep this in mind. If you see a male who, you may find him very desirous. He's all of that to you when you see him. You just can't keep your composure. Watch, find out, take the time, spend a moment or two. And I say moment, but I really don't mean a moment. I mean, invest in knowing what that person's background is. By background, how many other women that you know of and can see that's around, that he's dealt with, what you hear them saying about him, what do they feel that is his temperament and his respect for women and in terms of their relationship, because believe me, you're not going to be any different. You're not going to be any different. There are very few cases where it's going to be different for you. It's just a matter of when he goes back into that role. So you look for patterns. Watch and study a person. Spend your time looking and listening.